Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Echo!
48's the mic.
Man, Eddie! You better breathe.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Young lady. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Hey, exit.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 61 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
47.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry Anderson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Alert 3. Shift.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Stop your whining.
Lady. Hey, Haywood.
Check, 48's the mic. He runs. 48's the mic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 48. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch.
And 80. Red 80.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. It's our time. It's our time.
Bud.
Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mike's by four. Hey, they're scared.
Lady.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Hey. Orbit.
Check. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
On first down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he... Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
57. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 57 to Mike.
1st down, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here we go, 46.
Let's go. Hands up.
46.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
65. Under.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, what?
We're outside.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Wild Bill. Man, 25. Check 25. Check 27.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out here in the eye. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check 26. Check.
Lady.
Now Darnold keeps him, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
On the counter, Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 44, Prescott, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Quinnen Williams able to get him for a loss of about 3. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law caught.
It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 4.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, son. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hey,
Pick it up.
Here's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Okay, son. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Red 80.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, Delta.
Go out. Come on, D. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hold the look. Hold.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Flushed out right. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Daniel Brown there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 47.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
No gain on this defense. No. Ready? Slam, slam. Reset.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
I got motion. Greystone, travel.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, baby. Get that ball. Get that ball. And Eddie, tighten up. Motion, I got one. Mike's 54. Yo, lady, 54. Guys, it's game situation.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Right there, 54, right there, right
there.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get
Bravo.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
7.
Too little, Jeff. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Here we go, 46.
Let's go, Heavy. Come on, try. Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, kill.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Prescott from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Go, set.
48 to Mike.
Red 80.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Hey, Charlie.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check. 48's the Mike. Watch the run. 48 to Mike. So we got that.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Moore, up and good. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Go.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the slip. Hey, wahoo!
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Focus, defense, focus. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm coming. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm here all day.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the slant.
Man, ain't he?
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check, 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 check.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Lady.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice
don't
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Here we go, 46, 46. Let's go. Here we go.
Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Here we go, 47. Mike, 57. Me and you all day. All day.
He's back to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Right. Something's right. Right here. Bad left. 3 down. Hey, check.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.